But no, as you say, bloody hard work for them. And when they have a mare like this, or a horse like this, to think, everyone that works at our stud can walk into a pub and say, we bred Honeysuckle. And that makes a big difference to them.
It surely does. Doug, congratulations again. What a special man she is. Well, Doug and Richard are doing the photo opportunities. We'll move on with the next award. It's the leading novice hurdler, and it is the Shade Oak Stud Trophy presented by Peter Hocknell. And Peter's going to come and present the trophy for us. And the three nominees are Gentleman's Game by Gentle Wave out of Agronia in Ivolia, trained by Mouse Morris, owned by Rob Gore and bred by Yorton Farm Stud and Maggie Luck. Landonabo Lad by Malinas out of Hot Rhythm, trained by Tom Simmons, owned by Celia and Michael Baker and bred by Peter Simmons. And My Drogo by Milan out of My Petra, trained by Dan Skelton for Richard and Lizzie Kelvin Hughes and bred by Richard and Lizzie's H&C Group Limited. And Peter, the winner of the Shade Oak Stud Trophy is...
My Drogo.
My Drogo by the land out of My Petra, the winner of the Grade 1 Mersey Novices Hurdle.
The second last spring heel, landed over 2 lengths ahead. Manila Drama is still chasing. Guard Your Dreams in third. The rest now toiling in behind. Strawford jacking back in fourth. My Drogo opening up at the final flight. Clears it safely. 6, 7, 8 lengths ahead of Manila Drama. Guard Your Dreams continuing to roll under pressure, but the bird has flown. My Drogo is away and gone. It's 10, 12 lengths. You could virtually name the distance here for Harry and Dan Skelton, Richard and Lizzie Kelvin Hughes. My Drogo, a smart prospect, takes another step up in class and lands the Betway Mersey in fine style.
Well, you can't argue with that. Brilliant performance from My Drogo. Richard and Lizzie can't be with us tonight, but Robert Whaley-Cohen is here to receive the trophy on their behalf. And Robert, you have news from the Kelvin Hugheses, and you've been to see My Drogo.
I did go and see My Drogo. Actually, I'm not pleased to see you here tonight. I actually thought you got the two events confused. You seem to be announcing that Brian Mayo won the gold medal in the show jumping. Don't like to do something. They're very similar name, but slightly different.
He's here all night, ladies and gents. Come on now, Robert, you're not the chairman anymore, move on.
I did go and see my Drogo Dan Skelton earlier in the week, and he looks very well. And Richard Kelvin Hughes, as always, is bursting with ambition, so he's hugely looking forward to the novice chasing this year, and expects to be back here in 12 months' time, and in 24 months' time after he's won the Gold Cup.
Well, there you go, fighting talk from Richard Kelvin Hughes. Robert Whaley-Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman's Game will beat him next year. Right, the leading National Hunt Flat Horse with the Distillery Stud Trophy presented by Robert Robinson, another great supporter of this event. Robert, if you would come and kindly do the honours, thank you very much. The three nominees are I Like to Move It by Trans Island out of No Bratonetta, trained by Nigel Twiston-Davies, for Anne-Marie and Jamie Shepherd and bred by Mr. and Mrs. John Dawson, John and Alice Dawson. Peking Rose by Passing Glance out of Miniature Rose, trained by Fergal O'Brien for the Colne Valley Partnership and bred by the Colne Valley Stud. And Washington by Westerner out of Present Leader, trained by Ollie Murphy for Tim Sider and bred by Jeremy McTaggart. And Robert, the winner of your Distillery Stud Trophy is I Like to Move It. I Like to Move It. And let's have a look at I Like to Move It. He won 2 bumpers, winning a weekend.
It's moving along pretty swiftly, trying to shake off all rivals on the near side, trying to battle challenges. Battle March has got 5 lengths to make up. Montdora hasn't quickened yet and is battling for second. Now she moves into second, but I Like to Move It really is shifting. He's clear by a good 8 lengths there as he races inside the final furlong here. I Like to Move It clear by about 8 lengths as the running on Montdora now gets her out together in second place. But I Like to Move It is going to defy a penalty in some style. Having won nicely in entry, looks to have a bright future and wins really well. I Like to Move It.
A horse with a bright future, and here to receive the award, John and Alice Dawson from Dunstayton Stud. Well, John, Alice, we often talk about horses who have achieved huge amounts in their career. It's just the beginning, surely, for I Like to Move It. Just tell us the story behind this horse and the horse's pedigree.
To be fair, it was down to the Reeveleys actually. Reeveley Farms, they offered us 2 mares just to get going, Alice and I, and yeah, we just thought we'd jump at it and just, you know, dip our toe in the water and see what happened really. But yeah, we feel a bit like fraudsters here really. In amongst these lot, it's our first fall on the ground, you know, to go and do that is phenomenal.
Alice, it's an amazing story. Yeah, John's deflecting the credit and saying it's beginner's luck, but you've got to rear these horses, you've got to get them to the right training, you've got to get them moving in the right direction. It's obviously all worked out beautifully for you.
Yeah, his parents and brother, we put him to their stallion, so it was a family affair really.
Yeah, that's pretty, because your brother Chris stood Trans Island, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing the stud side of things, and you know, they're doing relatively well, you know, on the budget they have, and none stayed in the stud, you know, go from strength to strength, and this mare, you know, it made sense to us to have a little go with Trans Island. He'd proven himself, we've got bumper winners, never in the world did we think he was going to be like this, but to be here at an evening like this is phenomenal.
Well, you're definitely not frauds, it's a brilliant achievement. If it is beginner's luck, I'm sure it's only the start of it all. Congratulations to you both. Thank you. John and Alice. Thanks to Robert Robinson. And the next award is now named, and appropriately enough, the Midnight Legend Trophy, after a great legend who stood with such distinction for so many years, with David and Kathleen Holmes, who generously supported this event once again, and Kathleen is here to present the trophy. This is the leading novice chaser, and the 3 nominees are Mighty Thunder, who's by Malinas out of Cool Island, trained by Lucinda Russell for Alison Sparkle Limited, and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Charles Wilson. Remastered by Network out of Cathadine Kras, trained by David Pipe for Brocade Racing, and bred by Elm Stud and George Peck. And Sky Pirate by Midnight Legend out of Dancing with Bubbles, trained by John Joe O'Neill, owned by Mr. Tedham, and bred by Cedric Brooks. And the winner, Kathleen and David, of your Midnight Legend trophy is...
Sky Pirate.
Appropriately enough, by the great Midnight Legend, the Cheltenham Festival winner, Sky Pirate. Let's see him in action.
Against the running well, not that freezy, a blue cap, Astro on the left, Duke de Ginevra's there, Sky Pirate behind those as they take the second last fence. On the slope, still just about in front, the yellow of Sky Pirate on the right, Capucimix. On 2 cars moved into 4th position, not that freezy is behind those, and Sky Pirate now, Nick Schofield has taken it up as they head towards the closing stages, but here's on 2 car and Mark Walsh to deliver a late challenge. Sky Pirate in front on 2 car is gaining with every stride. So just
brilliant ride from Nick Schofield to win at the Cheltenham Festival. And enough. I think David and I were just saying, come on David, you've got to have your moment of glory. We've been here before. I was just saying to Kathleen though, this must be the 7th or 8th winner of this award, or one of these awards by Midnight Legend. How much pride and pleasure do you take that he's still producing horses that are winning year in, year out?
Every day of the week with Beck riding, this horse, he just keeps on giving. I mean, the summer we've had with him is, you know, this horse on Derby Day.
Midnight Legacy?
Race after the Derby, I'm stuck there on the Derby Day thinking, no, why are we here? This is out of our class. All of a sudden, William Buick, whoa, straight through. I'm stunned. I just couldn't believe it. He just keeps on giving. It's just been tremendous.
Okay, so for those who everyone I think knows, but for those who aren't familiar, Midnight's Legacy that David and Kathleen own and bred, the idea is that he will eventually become a stallion at the stud. It's all going well so far, Kathleen.
So far.
Is this still in the pipeline?
Dream's still alive.
It's still alive, yes, certainly. Another run on the flat. He is entered in the year bowl, but probably will not get in, but he might run at York next week, which will be the last time he runs on the flat, this season anyway. And he'll then go hurdling again. We'll give him a break, and then he's managed to go hurdling, and he needs to really to do it over hurdles to make himself be credible as a national stallion.
I like that. There you go. He needs to do it over hurdles to become a national hunt stallion. Jerry Jones is here to receive the Midnight Legend Trophy on behalf of Cedric Brooks, who sadly can't be with us this evening. And Jerry, also responsible for Peking Rose, who was a nominee in the previous category. So Jerry's been a good evening all round.
It was worth coming after all, wasn't it?
Was it ever in doubt?
Well, we hope Peking Rose will be able to let it go. Better horse wire, obviously. But at least it was a passing glance, which was very important for some of us.
Well, yeah, he's another, you see.
So yeah, we've got a pitch all stud love in here. Passing glance doing well. Midnight Legends legacy continues. Well done to Cedric Brooks. Thank you all very much. If you've not been to this event before, you're understanding why it's my favourite award ceremony of the year. The leading steeplechase mare for the Peel Bloodstock Trophy, presented by Will Kinsey. Will? Yeah, excellent.
Well done.
He is here. And now the Mares programme evolved further in the 2020-21 season with the introduction of the Libertine Mares Chase at the festival. And the three nominees are Cabaret Queen by King's Theatre out of La Dame Brune, trained by Willie Mullins for Syndicates Racing, bred by Robert and Jackie Chugg and Millhouse Stud. Chili Filly by Presenting out of Duprika, trained by Henry Daly for Strawn Lewis, Gab Graham, Solvay and Griffith, and bred by Goldford Stud. And Pink Legend by Midnight Legend again out of Red and White, trained by Benicia Williams for owner breeder Francis Marr. And Will, the Peel Bloodstock Trophy goes to... Oh God, don't let me drop that. Not really.
Chili Filly.
Chili Filly. Richard and Sally Aston of Goldford Stud are here tonight. And let's have a look at Chili Filly in action at Perth.
He's at Zambella.
I hope.
In the hands of Darryl Jacob, coming to 2 out over ahead to Chili Filly. Chili Filly just trying to close that gap a little bit over to the inside, and is succeeding as well. With back in behind them, My Old Gold. Will Zambella's stamina last here. She's over the final fence, 3 parts of a length ahead. Chili Filly, the red cap on the far side, is now throwing down a strong challenge. With back in behind them, My Old Gold. And Chili Filly now takes it up as they race into the closing stages. Zambella in second place with her stamina ebbing away. And Chili Filly is going to see this out the best for Henry Daly. Richard Patrick on board, a listed winner again this season for Chili Filly.
Yeah, 2 listed winners for Chili Filly. She was a bumper winner as well and a hurdles winner. Richard Aston is here. Richard, you're going to have a quick chat with me?
Yes.
Good family this, not an old family you know very well, family of Geos further back, isn't it?
Geos and Catguard. Yes, Duprika's a half sister to Geos and Catguard. And I have to say, actually, she's still at home. She's pensioned off, she's 25, and she's now #1 nanny.
#1 nanny, and a very important producer as well.
Producer, yeah, absolutely.
So you still presumably have an involvement in Chili Filly. Will she come back to Gold or not?
No. We sold her here at the spring sales as a 3-year-old, and Henry Daly bought her then. And really it's all down to Henry and her present bunch of hugely enthusiastic owners. So I'd love to have her back.
And how's the year gone for you and Sally at Goldford?
Well, it's gone well, thanks Nick, very well. We had a good sale here in spring, not the numbers that we've consigned in years previously, but yeah, it's all gone very well.
Well, it's lovely to be able to hand one of these magnificent trophies to you, which I'm sure will grace the Goldford mantelpiece. The Peel Bloodstock Trophy goes the way of Chili Filly. Richard, congratulations. The leading National Hunt flat mare for the Yorton Stud Trophy is presented by Yorton's Leicester Futter. Yorton is the sponsor of this category, which is very hotly contested, and the 3 nominees are L.A. Bell. Just come this way, Leicester, good man. L.A. Bell, by fame and glory out of Catalina, trained by Dan Skelton for Suzanne Lawrence, bred by Rita Vaughan. Miss Lamb, by Passing Glance out of Lucinda Lamb, trained by Jed O'Keefe for owner breeder Sally Hall. And Rainy Day Woman, by Cave Tara out of Wistow, trained by Paul Nichols for Steve White and bred by Pam Sly. Leicester, the winner is
Ellie Bell.
L.A. Bell. Sadly, Rita Vaughan can't be with us this evening. However, Kate D, Rita's yard manager, is here to accept the award on her behalf, and we're going to have a look at L.A. Bell in action.
Taking up Honey. Moving off into suit of the leading pair, away to the extreme left. Skelton now just beginning to breeze L.A. Bell into it. They've still got over a furlong and a half to go. Windswept Girl was the first to commit. L.A. Bell, though, seemingly just waiting in the wing. Skelton sitting oh so quietly. Gazette Bourgeoise is back in third, and then Honeymoon, and now L.A. Bell ranges up to Windswept Girl and just sails on by. Still hard on the bridle, and with ears pricked, L.A. Bell saunters away for an emphatic debut success under Harry Skelton with Brother Dan.
Well, she was good there, but she went on to be even better. L.A. Bell, the winner of the Yorton Stud Trophy. And Kate is with us here. Kate, this must give everyone at the stud a massive thrill. Have you got a message from Rita tonight?
I have to. This is one of her first ones for the Breeders' Awards. She's absolutely, she wishes she could be here. She's in Spain at the moment. And you can see just by there, just where, Harry's looking for his legs, like everyone else. So, yeah, we've got a few youngsters coming along, so hopefully we'll have another one.
And anything from this family, anything as promising as her?
Yes, we've just had a nice Maxios filly, so we've got that one at home. Other than that, no, not at the moment. So.
Well, this is a big boost for everyone in the yard.
Yeah, it's a small yard. We've only got 2 brood there, so yeah.
Well, fantastic. Well done. And please give our congratulations to Rita. Kate, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the leading novice hurdle mare for the Overbury Stud Trophy, presented by Simon Sweeting, who is here. Simon, thanks once again for your support. And the 3 nominees are Anything for Love by Black Sam Bellamy out of La Peritine, trained by Jamie Stone for Foxtrot Racing, Anything for Love, and bred by Dr. Brian Mayo. Bourbon and Beauty by Great Pretender out of It Doesn't Matter, trained by Alex Hales for the Old Stoics Racing Club and bred by Alex Hales. And Martello Sky by Martley out of Kentucky Sky, trained by Lucy Wadham for the Sky Partnership and bred by the late Tim Wood. And Simon, the winner of the Overbury Stud Trophy is...
Anything for Love.
Anything for Love. Brian Mayo, the breeder, your chairman. Let's have a look at Anything for Love winning for Jamie Stone, the James Seymour at Sandown.
Lone jump back in third by Misty Whiskey, and then Arena's World into fourth, followed by Uptown Lady, and the others at long intervals, and they're racing now inside the final 12.5. One more flight to take, Anything for Love, and Painful on the near side just have the lead. Sandy Mount Rose is on the far side. Arena's World is staying on, and seated the rider Uptown Lady. Misty Whiskey looks held, they've still got a half furlong to go. Anything for Love is all out, leads by about 2 lengths to Sandy Mount Rose in second. Misty Whiskey is back in third, but as they race up towards the line, it is Anything for Love who outstays them to take this James Seymour mare.
Well, she's talented for sure. She's well bred. She's a half sister to Brian's, a Gold Cup winner, Sizing John. So she was already worth a king's ransom, Brian. What does she mean to you now?
A hell of a lot, because she's a beautiful mare, but she means even more because of her name, Nick.
Why is she named Anything for Love?
Well, I wanted to call her Visions of Johanna, after Sizing John, a Bob Dylan song. My lovely wife, daughter, insisted that this was a horrible name, and I wasn't to use it. And so I said to her, I would do anything for anything you've been dreaming of. Yes, I would do anything for love, so I will do that.
And the half-brother Meatloaf makes his debut in.
There isn't a half-brother, there's a half-sister.
Don't call her Meatloaf, that's a bad name.
I'm terribly afraid that Martin Stevens came up with this name, because when we first got Telescope, he saw Peritine at the stud, and he said, you've got to call the foal by Telescope out of Peritine Periscope. So unfortunately, this horse is cursed with the name Periscope, and it's Martin Stevens' fault.
Okay, Periscope it is.
Periscope it is.
Brian, what can I say but thank you, and well done. Good to be back after COVID, isn't it? Didn't get that on Zoom at the TBA meeting. The leading hurdler, the High Flyer Bloodstock Trophy, Tessie Greatrex is here to present the trophy. High Flyer have been wonderful supporters, of course, of this sale, of every sale, and this event since its inception 7 years ago. 3 nominees are Honeysuckle by Suleimani out of First Royal for Henry de Bromhead, Kenny Alexander and Dr. Jeffrey Guy. Sam's Profile by Black Sam Bellamy out of Lucy Lou, trained by Mouse Morris for Michael and John O'Flynn and bred by Jane Micklethwaite, and Time Hill by Kate Tara out of Rosita Bay, trained by Philip Hobbs for the owners, the Englands and the Haywoods, and bred by Simon Sweeting's Overbury Stallions Limited. This is such a tough category, Tessa. This could have been British and Irish hurdler of the season, and it is?
Honeysuckle.
Of course. The great Honeysuckle, and now we can see her finest out.
To jump from here in the Unibet Champion Hurdle, and it's Aspire Tower who's just the leader, to Honeysuckle who's alongside now, then Silver Streak, Epitaph within striking distance, and Sharjah also moving through into 5th position. Saltgate heads the remainder, but now Honeysuckle moves into the home straight with a 2-length lead to Aspire Tower in 2nd. Sharjah has moved into 3rd. Epitaph is behind those in 4th, but Honeysuckle is galloping clear as she races towards the last. A lovely lead. She cleared it safely and heads up the hill now. Honeysuckle and Rachel Blackmore clear from Sharjah. Epitaph behind those. It's a beautiful straight. 11 victories for Honeysuckle. She is the winner of the Unibet Champion Hurdle.
Oh, wonderful performance from Honeysuckle. And I'm hoping Peter Maloney is here as well, racing manager to Kenny Alexander. I can see him. I've got him. Pete, come and have a chat with us. The stripe was just glinting in the light there. I gotcha. Big round of applause for Peter Maloney, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't think any of us could put it more eloquently and beautifully than Doug did earlier about what this means to the breeders. But from your point of view and from Kenny Alexander's point of view, a season like that is the stuff that everyone's dreams are made of. And for these guys to breed a horse like this, you know how hard that is.
Listen, it's phenomenal. It's been, all you can say is it's a dream. You know, it's an absolute dream. It's, you know, and what Henry has done, you know, every day she goes out, you know, 12 times, bang, bang, you know, keep her. It's hard to keep any racehorse, but in a mare as well, you know, to keep her to the top of her game. You know, it's incredible.
I'm sure you can handle pressure pretty coolly. I know you well enough, but when you have her back at home in the summer, a few extra little checks of a day?
Well, no, she's been checked regularly because there's been people coming to see her. So
I mean, is she a massive draw? Do people come and ring you up and say, can I pop round and see her, and you're good with that?
Yeah, no, we've had lots of people come see her. So she's hilarious because when she's fit and racing fit in Henry's, and you go in and say she'd eat you alive. You know, you have to, 2 people have to go in at a time. When she's at home out in the paddock, she put her head in her lap, and she's a real sweetheart.
It's a mare everyone's so fond of for all the right reasons. And I suppose from the perspective of this evening, we're looking forward not just to the rest of her racing career, but what she then does as a broodmare. And I know Kenny Alexander, having spoken to him, that's his big passion, is it? To get all these mares in foal himself and keep all these lines going.
Yeah, I told him he was mad a few years ago. That this was his dream, but he's persisted. He's now got 11 mares up in Scotland, all in foal this year. And Holly will hopefully, please God, everything, you know, touch wood, everything, she'll be there in a couple of years' time.
You said the other day, it's hurdles all the way now.
I think it is now, yeah, that's the way the decision has been made.
Congratulations, Peter. Well done, Doug, again. Absolutely brilliant. Honeysuckle. And by the late much Miss Suleimani, you had the, I think, unique distinction of starring a Grand National winner, a Classic winner, and now a Champion Hurdle winner, which is quite a treble. Leading chaser for the Batsford Stud Trophy, presented by Alan Berry. I think Alan is here. Thank you for your support, Alan. The three nominees are Dashel Drasher by Passing Glance out of So Long, trained by Jeremy Scott for Bridget Tully and Richard Locke, and bred by Jeremy's wife Camilla. Master Tommy Tucker by Cape Tara out of No Need for Alarm, trained by Paul Nichols for Anthony Fear, who also bred Master Tommy Tucker. And Nuts Well by Dylan Thomas out of Granada, trained by Anne Hamilton for Ian Hamilton and bred by Chester's Stud Limited. And Alan, the winner of the Batsford Stud Trophy is Dashel Drasher. Dashel Drasher for the Scots. Let's have a look at Dashel Drasher winning the Grade 1 Ascot Chase.
Determinedly finds a bit more. He's 2 out. He's over it. Clear by about 3 lengths. Master Tommy Tucker hasn't picked up as he looked as though he might. And Dashel Drasher is pouring on the pressure here. Matt Griffiths in the saddle, 5 lengths clear as he comes down to the final fence in the Betfair Ascot Chase. Master Tommy Tucker running on again as the leader begins to idle a bit here. Master Tommy Tucker's got a length to find. Dashel Drasher on the far side. Master Tommy Tucker under maximum pressure on the near side has been switched to the inner. Dashel Drasher pulling out a bit more. Maybe he was idling, and Dashel Drasher goes on to win the Ascot Chase.
Oh, that's tremendous. Two of the Southwest's oldest and most well-established National Hunt families fighting it out there in the Grade 1 Ascot Chase. Welcome Camilla and Jeremy Scott, the breeders and trainers, of course, of Dashel Drasher. Now, Jeremy, Camilla, perhaps I could chat to you first. Don't be shy, because you've been nurturing this family for a long, long time now. How many generations of Dashel Drasher's family have you and Jeremy been involved with?
Us, not very much, but my father and stepfather had the original mare, so this is about 6th generation that we've had in the family.
And they were good horses back in the day, and I remember you saying to me, sort of, you've had to persist to get the good one.
They lost their way for quite a while until So Long came along, and then it's just got better.
So Jeremy, tell me about So Long, the dam of Dashel Drasher, because this is quite an interesting story.
Well, yeah, we started her at Exeter in a race, and she went wrong, and brought her back and pointed her. She won 5 in a row. Why Camilla has persisted, I don't know, and I have the utmost admiration for all of you here tonight, because why would you persist with these mares and foals that are just constant disappointment? I finally realise why you do, actually, because when this happens, it's fabulous. It is unbelievable.
And Camilla, was Jeremy thanking you all the way through this breeding enterprise? But presumably now, Jeremy, you want more of Camilla's homebreds to train.
Well, thank God the Batsford Stud managed to get the menopausal mare back in foal. And we had a full brother delivered earlier this year, so they've done a brilliant job at making sure we've got hopefully a replacement one day.
Well, fingers crossed. Wonderful triumph for you. Congratulations, Jeremy and Camilla Scott. That's your graduate. On to the next award, which is the special award sponsored by Eric Gilly Limited. And the recipient of this award has been chosen by the TBA National Hunt Committee for his remarkable longevity in the game, despite having had many a setback. And Philippa Gilly is here with me to present the award. This gelding rose through the ranks as a hurdler very quickly. He won on his debut at Hexham as a novice. He beat a 4-1 on-shot owned by JP McManus, which couldn't be beaten. 2 starts later, he was a Rendlesham Hurdle winner, a race he finished second in the following season. As a novice chaser, he won the Dipper at Cheltenham on New Year's Day and was then third in the Scottish National. On his reappearance, he handed out a 12-length thrashing to none other than Bristol de May, a highlight of 3 races that season. Off for a year, he came back with the Grand National in mind, having been bought by David Thompson, and it was a race he completed, but he was retired at the end of 2018 because of a suspensory ligament injury. But he was nursed back to full health by Sandy Thompson, and his team, and this popular warrior, returned just last spring in 2020 with a victory at Carlisle, and that victory set him up for the Veterans Final at Sandown Park on the 2nd of January this year, and at the age of 13, he defied the odds for one last hurrah before a second final and well-deserved retirement this spring. Philippa, on behalf of the brilliant horse, See You at Midnight, please tell me who the winner is.
See you at midnight.
And so I will welcome the winner, who is the... I've been having this problem all week. Who's the winner, the horse or the rider? I don't know. And the winner is the breeder of See You at Midnight, Fiona Evans, who is here to accept the award.
Cementing out around the inside, Cross Park, Sir Ivan, Potter's Legend, Regal Flow over 2 out, See You at Midnight came up really well there, a blunder from Strong Pursuit, it's See You at Midnight by a length and a half, 2 lengths to Sir Ivan, Cross Park running on well, he stays forever, approaching the last, See You at Midnight rises first, from his second Sir Ivan and Cross Park, and then back and forth is cementing out, it's the long distance traveller, See You at Midnight and Ryan Mania holding them at the moment, Cross Park with a late bid close to the finish, See You at Midnight, all out, flat out, and wins the Veterans Final.
What an amazing horse. See You at Midnight. Fiona, the trophy's for you, for the horse, for everybody. I mean, what an amazing animal he has been. How much pleasure have you taken from watching him down the years, these 13 glorious years?
Great pleasure, and I'd like to thank the people that have helped me all along the way. David and Kathleen Holmes, and Sandy and Kieran Thompson as well, and obviously the Thompsons from Chedley Park as well for all they did. And another little thing, he was an orphan, so I'm quite pleased he got as far as he did.
He's been a tremendous story, and a huge example of that Midnight Legend toughness we were talking about earlier on.
Yes, he has. Midnight Legend, a really wonderful horse, and I hope we get to see Midnight Legacy be able to do the same.
Fingers crossed. Fiona, congratulations, well done. Richly deserved. Fiona Evans, the breeder of the brilliant See You at Midnight. So on now to the Horse and Hound Cup, which is presented to the leading active British-based stallion for individual chase winners, steeplechase winners, in the 2020-2021 season. Now, I'd like to thank Horse and Hound for their continued sponsorship of the award, and joining me to present this magnificent trophy, and it's quite heavy by the looks of it. It's a whopper. Is TBA trustee Kate Sigsworth. Kate, do you want me to open the envelope, or yes? Okie doke. And the winner is the winner of the Horse and Hound Cup, the leading active sire of individual chase winners, is Schiaparelli, standing at Overbury Stud. And I'd like to invite Simon Sweezing once again to accept the award, which stays at Overbury because Schiaparelli is following in the footsteps of his retired studmate Cape Tara, who won this award for the 6 previous seasons. So we've done this a few times now, and I'd imagine you were thinking, well, can I find a stallion to take Cape Tara's place, and to have Schiaparelli on that trophy, how much does that mean to you?
I'm delighted. It's great to be back again, and it's a pleasant surprise for Schiaparelli because he's never had huge books, but he's got some very dedicated fans, and he's a wonderful stallion. He's a wonderful horse to have anything to do with, and it's tremendous that he's having this success.
And as far as chasers are concerned, we're only really just scratching the surface, aren't we? So I mean, the best of his horses so far have done really well over her.
His best horses so far haven't yet progressed from hurdles, so hopefully there's an awful lot more to come, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to hopefully seeing him back next year.
Thank you very much.
Simon Sweeting, who stands Chaparelli at his Overbury stud. And the second of our stallion awards tonight is the Whitbread Silver Salver, presented to the leading active British-based stallion for National Hunt earnings in the 2021 season. I'm pleased to say that the sponsor this year is Beswick Brothers Bloodstock, and I'd like to invite Bart and Warwick to join me to present the award. And the winner of the Beswick Brothers Bloodstock Whitbread Silver Salver is Nathaniel, standing at Newsall Park Stud. And I'm very pleased to say that Julian Dollar is here to accept the award. Nathaniel, an absolutely brilliant stallion, a sire of tremendous winners under both codes. And Julian has received many awards on behalf of Nathaniel, many of them, Julian, for the exploits of Enable, clearly, and Lady Bowthorpe last week at Goodwood. And I'm guessing when you first stood, Nathaniel, you thought you could only think of standing here talking to me at the TBA National Hunt Awards evening, clutching that lovely silver salve.
It's a dream come true.
In all seriousness, though, there is something about a sire that can produce brilliant Group 1 winners on the flat, and not just brilliant Group 1 winners, multiple Group 1 winners, and tough hurdlers, tough Cheltenham Festival winning hurdlers.
Look, I am tremendously proud of Nathaniel. I love the horse to bits. He's done it on the flat. You don't produce horses like Enable every day, and he's also had another French Classic winner. He's had 4 Group 1 winners, Lady Bowthorpe last week, who's probably one of the best fillies in training on the flat. And his horses show tremendous versatility, toughness, durability, to go on and do what they've done over hurdles, and I dare say over fences in due course. And I think it's great, fantastic, bring it on. I mean, I have to say, I said to Doug, who I'm sitting with today, who's having a tremendous evening, I said if this is the TBA Flat Awards, we'd have a quarter of the number of people here. It's fantastic to have all these people here. They're all so passionate about what they do. They love their horses. They know so much about this game. And it's great to be involved, and I'm absolutely thrilled. Couldn't be happier.
I mean, and do you think a horse like... You know, you started Mount Nelson off as well, and he did brilliantly under both codes. Do you think a horse like Nathaniel's got the capacity to change people's ideas about flat racing and jump racing, and actually there's much more in common between the two sports than people give it credit for?
I think if he was in France, yes. I think here, probably not still. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he was a brilliant winner of the Eclipse and the King George, and he was denied a second King George on the bob of a head with Daydream, who was giving £3 to. He is a top-class mile and a quarter, mile and a half horse that likes a bit of cut in the ground. Why wouldn't he excel producing horses for National Hunt? Just so happens he also produces brilliant flat horses, so we're very lucky to be involved in it, and I love the horse to bits, as I say, and you know, I think he can go on and do more of it, and we've been lucky to have some good jumps mares to visit him this year, as well as some top-class flat mares. He's supported by a wonderful bunch of flat breeders, and now it's increasingly some jumps breeders who've been able to come in at a slightly lower fee this year. So, you know, bring it on. Great.
Julian, congratulations. Thanks so much. Lovely words from Julian Dollar from Newsall Park Stand. Nathaniel can get him any way you want him. Right. The National Hunt Broodmare of the Year. And some very fine candidates for this next award, the Dudgeon Cup. And Robert Whaley-Cohn, as you can see, is here with me once again on stage to present the award. The National Hunt Broodmare of the Year. And Roberts?
Rosita Bay.
Rosita Bay, the dam of the brilliant Time Hill. And I'm delighted to invite Simon Sweeting to accept the award as we look at Time Hill, Rosita Bay's great horse winning the Ryanair Stayers Own Lake.
Away to the left, further left, Thomas Darby, and on the right, the mare Roxana coming into it. There are 5 and 6 with a chance. Dango Irlande running on from the rear. Here's the last. Roxana led, put down on it, kicked it half to the ground. Time Hill challenging. Thomas Darby moving into third, chasing. A furlong on the run in. Roxana. Time Hill pestering on the near side, wearing away at the mare's advantage. Roxana is very plucky. She's finding more. Time Hill is edging ever closer though. Comes alongside Roxana, fighting back. Time Hill on the near side from
Roxana, Time Hill from Roxana in a brilliant
I know a popular result with many of you. It was hotly contested, this category, but this was the mare that the TBA National Hunt Committee awarded this prestigious prize to. Simon, you just picked up your trophy on behalf of Chaparelli. You probably could have counted your way to realising you were going to win that. Has this come as a bit more of a surprise?
I'm staggered by this, yes, but delighted.
Just tell me a little bit about Rosita Bay and how you came by her.
I followed her through the ring at Doncaster. Richard Aston bought her that day. We covered her several times with Cave Tara, and then owner decided she was going to stop breeding, and I was lucky enough, I told her every time that she booked the mare in how much I loved her, and she gave me first refusal, so I was lucky enough to take her on then. She's getting on now, but she still looks fabulous, and she's got a frontiersman foal at foot. I was going to retire her, but she looks so well that we thought we'd give her one more try, and she's back in foal first go. So
to him again, to frontiersman again?
To frontiersman again, yes, but this will certainly be her last foal.
Well, congratulations, great result.
Thank you very much.
Simon Sweeting, Time Hill, Rosita Bay. And that's it, we're nearly there. The final and most prestigious award of the evening is the National Hunt Achievement Award. It is for a person who's given outstanding contribution to the British National Hunt racing and breeding industry, the Queen Mother's Silver Salver, and I'd like to ask TBA National Hunt Committee Chairman Brian Mayo to present this award, and you have the envelope there, Brian.
What I want to say is that last year when we presented this award by Zoom, we pulled a trick on the winner. The winner was invited to my home to be interviewed by Nick about the problems of the breeding season under COVID, and then found that they won this award. Now it's possible that we pulled the same trick again this year, in that the winner does not know they have won. The award goes to someone who's been a breeder for very many years. He began 40 or 50 years ago, and during that time he's bred all his best winners from one mare that he bought all that time ago. Amongst them are a mare that was second in the Cheltenham Gold Cup and fourth in the National. A full brother, or I don't know if it's full brother or half brother, who was second in the National. A few years ago he bred one of the best mares around, Desert Queen. And more recently, a very good stare called Mr. Malarkey. He's probably worked out who his name is now. The winner of the Queen Mother Silver Salver and breeder of Dubacilla, Just So, and those other horses is Henry Cole.
The conditional and Regal Encore. Mr. Malarkey is joined by the conditional. Regal Encore now 2 lengths back in third place as they race on the run for home with 150 yards to go. And Mr. Malarkey is finding a bit more from the conditional. And Mr. Malarkey, who's jumped boldly all the way out in front and stays in front. Mr. Malarkey wins the Silver Cup.
Another super horse from Henry's Great Dynasty. Henry, have you been done?
Yeah. I've been at it a long time. I bought Owen's great grandmother at Newmarket in 1979 for 1,200 guineas out of Princess Camilla, and then we bred Dubacilla, Just So, and the line's gone on. Big good ones keep coming up, so they've got the best at the sale tomorrow.
Three tomorrow, ladies and gents. 3 tomorrow. Henry, 79 when you bought this horse for 1,200 guineas. What did you think? Did you think, well, I want to start something special? What were you thinking?
Well, I bred my first foal when I was 23, and so that long old. I'm 80 now, so that's a hell of a time ago, isn't it? And I bred the winners over 100 races. And But then when I went to Newmarket and bought this one, because I got into a different league altogether, and I went to cover Philly Airport to Pony Express, and then I sold Ubisoft, so that's how I got Ubicilla. And tell them all gone right, my Nick. I wrote a book on what's gone right, and I could write a book on what's gone wrong. So
I'd rather read the book about what's gone right, Henry, because there've been some amazing moments, as Brian was saying, Dubicilla at Cheltenham, Dubicilla at Aintree, just so splitting Minnehomer and Moorcroft Boy in that memorable Grand National in 1994. What's the day you would want to bottle and take with you over and over and over and over again?
Winning the commentator Ascot, when she beat Rough Quest, giving him £10. It was a great day, wasn't it? Dean Gallagher. Yeah, she beat the Gold Cup winner by giving him £10.
She was very, very good in her day.
Of course, we had well, that's another story. We've had a vendetta against us once, when she was favourite for the Cathcart by a blacksmith. Took her shoes off and twisted the shoe. Nails went up in her foot, and consequently she had pus in her foot the day before the Cathcart. Every tipster tipped her. So he got caught in the end. Or in the Daily Mail, good story a few months later. So that was a bad day, mate.
I think it's fair to say, Henry, you've run the gamut in this game. You've made the life of a National Hunt breeder a damn sight more exciting than anyone thinks it could be.
I started milking cows, which I've done 44 years of milking, so but the horses was great fun, you know. Took me everywhere, met everybody, and wonderful. Yeah.
Have you been suitably surprised by this evening? Did they manage to?
I have actually. Yes. I guess we was getting that after a bit. But, my daughter was here somewhere. She's gone on a resident
here.
an operation. She's gone on.
No, I'm here. I knew all
here
about it.
Oh, there it is.
I knew all about it.
Yeah. And I don't. Your daughter's name is
Louise.
Louise, come and have a chat with us.
Oh.
Louise. This is a. I'm sorry. Well, I tell you what. Brian will take the camera, and then he can carry on the video. There we are. Well, you tried your hand at singing, and that went okay. So, Louise, for you, seeing your father pick up this trophy today, and having lived and breathed, I'm sure, every minute of Dubicilla and Justo and all these.
Right, you'll make me cry because it's the proudest moment.
He's very self-deprecating because, of course, it only struck me while I was talking there that he actually trained most of them as well at one point or another.
No, he had a permit for I don't know how many years, but yeah, he was breeder, owner, trainer. I think we kind of got shortlisted for some of the massive bonuses with 2 horses in the yard, so it's been amazing, absolutely amazing.
Up one year, Dudgeon Cup.
Yeah. Your name's on the Dudgeon Cup, which we've given out tonight. So,
Desert Queen, I was put up for a couple of awards for her, and I didn't attend, and I didn't win either. So
he only sings when he's winning, ladies and gentlemen. Louise, I asked your dad, and he said the Comet Chase at Ascot when Dubicilla gave Rough Quest £10 and a beating. Are there moments that you can pick out, which as a family?
Absolutely. For second in the Grand National, I remember when we came second, the guys from the press came down. They thought we'd won it. Martin Pike doesn't celebrate like a little permit trainer does, that's for sure. You know, we kind of ran the local pub and we partied off of that for weeks, didn't we?
we did. I was saying, I rented 27 acres of ground across the road. I could see out my window. And the owner asked me if I'd buy it on a Monday, so I bought 27 acres of ground with the money I won on the Saturday.
The Gold Cup field.
The Gold Cup fields, yeah.
So that was a good day for it, wasn't it?
A sort of day that I could only dream of, Henry. I hope this is a good day's work as well. you say you're selling these horses tomorrow, and
I'm 80, Nick. I said I'd give up horses when I was 70. So I'm 80, so I can't go until I'm 90 or 100, can I?
yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, is it just any possibility, Louise, do you think, that at some point tomorrow, having sold these 3 horses, you find another one coming home with you?
No, because we've still got 2 at home that we need to get rid of. But, you know, we've enjoyed it whilst it's been there, but I think now the time it's very sad, but the time is right.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that this is a suitable high to go out on. I mean, what a career as a National Hunt breeder. Henry, congratulations. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Louise, thank you for talking to me. Henry and Louise, ladies and gentlemen. Henry Cole. Can I just, sorry ladies and gents, we are nearly done. But if anyone who has won an award could come up to the stage, we're going to have one group photo. So don't be shy. I mean, you can mask up if you want. But anyone who's won an award, if you could bring your hardware back to the stage, I think Nigel's going to do a full group photo. So while you're getting yourselves ready, ladies and gents, one final word from your chairman, spoken I think this time.
Just one thanks that I have to give, and that's to the man without whom these awards wouldn't be as special as they are, Nick Luck. This year, he even managed to arrange the Olympic show jumping so that he was able to come tonight. It was brilliant. Well done, Nick. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Great pleasure as always. Once again, congratulate all our winners. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you to Hilton Garden Inn for looking after us so well this year. And I'll let you party the night away like it's 2019. Good night. Thank you very much.